So we did, we're going to just do part 2B right now. You know how we had skipped a question A earlier? We're going to skip another question A until after we've done our unit circles completely. So for 2B, it says, determine the value of cotangent 12 pi over 5 to the nearest hundredth. So notice inside, they don't have a degree sign. This means that this is in radians. And we need to type this into our calculator, but we don't have a cotangent button. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So cotangent of 12 pi over 5 is 1 over tangent of 12 pi over 5. It is not equal, and this is the number one mistake in this question. Maybe make a note, never flip an angle. Because with reciprocal functions, often you're flipping things. You're flipping the ratios, but you're never flipping an angle. So when I go to my calculator to type this in, I'm going to write 1 over 10. Love this fraction button, 12 pi over 5. $7.56. So we just need to type it into our calculator, but the important thing in this one is the angle doesn't change. If we think, why does the angle not change? When we wrote reciprocals earlier, we had theta, and we have theta here. The theta stays the same. So our angles will always stay the same. We have to recognize that our angle was in radians. Did I do a check on my calculator to see if my angle was in radians? Well, what would I have to do? I'd have to go to my mode button, and then I realize, oh, I just did an error. My calculator was in degrees. That 7.56 is not right. You think it's right because you just push things into your calculator, and everything should be right when you hit things into your calculator, but you need to make sure that your calculator is switched into radians. And now the actual answer is 0.32. You know how sometimes you do things, and if you're in the wrong units, it kind of makes sense? Like if you were doing some calculations and trying to figure out how tall somebody was, and you got that they were 130 feet tall, your brain would suddenly go, oh, wait a minute. Could a person be 130 feet tall? Have I maybe done something wrong? Okay? But here, when I say cotangent of 12 pi over 5, does your brain do any kind of visual for yourself? You have any idea what, it's like, oh. I have no idea what that is. Like it's just it's like completely blank. There's probably not even a little bit that you like visualize there. It's like, that means nothing to me. And I type it into my calculator, and I get 7.56, and I'm happy. I just have a number to write down. So we have to be careful with this. We're going to be switching from radians to degrees and degrees to radians often. So you'll need to know how to do that. Obviously, we just did it on our graphing calculators, but we need to also know whatever scientific calculator you're going to use for the exam, how to switch back and forth on your scientific calculator as well. It's not hard, but it wouldn't be something that you want to do on your exam. It's usually, I would say, it is usually something really easy and to figure out on a calculator. However, I do have one calculator, this one right here, the TI Inspire. Changing degrees to radians usually takes me 5 minutes every time I try it. I hate this calculator for that reason, because I don't know how to change it well from radians to degrees. It should be easy, and it's not on that calculator, so I don't like it. All right, questions for this one and are just 6 and 11. Again, some of the answers in the answer key might be exact. So again, if your answer is 1.73 and the answer key is √3, you could just type in √3 into your calculator and find out, oh, they're the same. I haven't done something wrong. We're going to find out how to do more exact answers a little bit later.